How's it going, Teal Boys? It is the final week of the regular season, and we have an interesting matchup here against Arkansas State that could see us winning the Sun Belt here in our first year. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and take a look. This, at the time of recording, is the day after the most recent college football revamped update has come out. So let's take a look at the things that were added. The first half of the Big 12 has been finished. So Kansas State, Oklahoma State, TCU, and West Virginia. So we can go ahead and take a look at these uniforms. We'll just scroll through the presets on all these. You can see it's awesome. The gloves they have all done on a lot of these teams that have custom stuff. You get the World War II unis. I think that it's very cool what they've done. And like, there's just so many alternates that are available for a lot of these teams, which is very cool. So that's Kansas. We'll take a look here at Kansas State. Now, I think that Kansas State has some of the cooler alternates, and as now that we have some Big 12 schools that we can maybe match up against, I think what we're looking at could be a change in our out of conference for next season. So we can, add an ACC school or an SEC school and an Big 12 school. So we have 3 different conferences that we can look at for that, and I think that we probably will. So let me know what teams you want us to face up against from those conferences down below, and we might do 4. I mean, it depends on how many out of conference games that we have, but we could be playing 4 Power 5 opponents as we go through the Oklahoma State ones. I actually like these quite a bit. They have the cool throwbacks. The alternates are cool with that black alternate helmet. I think they did a very good job with all the helmets, and of course all the different alternates that are available here for the Cowboys. It's pretty impressive. Gosh, how high does this go? 11 alternates plus the standard home and away. A lot of different built-in combinations now for some of these teams. TCU has some updates. I actually quite like these, the Black Frog helmet that they have. But they've got a decent amount of alternates as well. And I'm just curious, what we end up going with, because there's, only half of the Big 12 done so far, but it's a pretty solid look on them. I don't know, maybe we go for something like West Virginia. I've always been partial to West Virginia in what they look like with their uniforms. I think they're pretty sharp. Maybe not these Gold Rush ones, but just in general, pretty solid. But I know a lot of people really like the Oklahoma State ones and the Kansas State ones. I love these Veterans Day helmets. I think they're pretty cool. Just all the alternates as well. So, a few teams to choose from in the Big 12. I'm not sure what we would go for in the SEC or the ACC. However, there was also some changes to non-Big 12 schools. They've added a few things for Florida, including this white 2020 helmet, as well as the blue matte finished throwback one. I actually really like this. And they also added these Black Watch Georgia Tech jerseys, which again I think are pretty slick. They have also added in the Red River Shootout, Rivalry Showdown, whatever you're calling it these days, field. Like, they've edited that, so this will load in here and we'll see how that looks. Ooh, I like it quite a bit as Texas is kicking off there. It looks pretty solid. With this camera angle, the logo's backwards, but they've got it all set up, and it looks pretty solid. Here, let's go ahead, and we can just zoom around the field ourselves, and we can see. I mean, that looks pretty solid to me. Sorry, I'm having a hard time moving the camera right now. I'm liking it. They've got all the real sponsors. Maybe a few more Texas fans here than Oklahoma fans, but it's looking good. All right, with all that being looked at, we can go ahead and quickly do our recruiting, and then I think we'll just jump straight into the game. We do have a few guys visiting: Peterson, Jarvis Williams, Adam Johnson, Gamar Kelly, Stevie Holmes, And maybe a couple more are ready. No, nobody else available. Just go ahead and make sure that we're doing okay with these players. And really what I'm kind of hoping for is that we can just take points, away from some of the guys that we are in the lead with that we don't necessarily need to be giving points to. I think we're doing okay, but you never know. Gosh, some of these leads are like not massive, so it's hard to take the points away from them. But a guy like Jarvis Williams, I feel comfortable taking almost all of his points away. We're up 400. We have our visit this week, and we just gained on Troy, so things are looking pretty decent for us in most of the spots. Phil Bonner, why is everybody kind of going for this guy? He's not the greatest quarterback. He's a bust. We were just kind of looking to pick him up maybe as a backup, or maybe somebody who potentially after redshirting by the time he gets to his senior season is worthwhile, but not really sure what to feel about that. But let's go to the bottom here. Do we bother with Sidney McRae? 76 overall at defensive end. He looks pretty solid. I like that power move. He can tackle, which is something that we're going to need. We did gain a little bit on Ole Miss, but is it going to be quick enough is the real question. I mean, we could take these points from Bo Wilcox. I don't think that we're going to be able to beat South Carolina. They just jumped up 1,400 basically on us with their visit, and their bonus points are too high, so Bo Wilcox will come off, and we'll instead give his points to Sidney McRae and Chris Godfrey. And then we have a few more that we can max out Stevie Holmes with. That's another close one. I guess that is all our points, so we'll just keep it there. Herb Street has us winning, and we looked at this schedule for Arkansas State at the end of last episode, but I just want to, check it out again because we know that there are a lot of these losses here. They're 4-7. A lot of their losses are, one score or fewer. Overtime loss. This one's pretty close at Mizzou. App State's overtime. It's a touchdown to Louisiana Lafayette. It's a field goal to South Alabama. Their wins are pretty big wins, including one against Georgia State and Texas State. And then Georgia Southern, they lose by 10 points. So pretty close all around. We need to win this game to win the conference. Now, one problem that we're going to be having is that we won't be having a Big 12 championship or a Sun Belt championship game. They're just, the way that it works with the game, you have to go in and edit the files, and I've had problems in the past on dynasties where I've edited files with saves becoming a little bit unstable, I guess I'd say. I'll play a clip here. You'll notice that Colorado has some invisible players, and this is a result of me editing a dynasty. Inside our own 10, we're going to have to go forwards and hope that somebody gets open. I'm looking at Doug Wyatt first. But I honestly don't know what to do. We're going to the game's broken. There's a lot. What? The game's broken. There's an invisible player on the field. That was a tackle. I was legitimately just tackled. What the? Only 9 players, so we're missing a linebacker and a defensive lineman. If we can hold them to a long field goal attempt, I'd be confident about that. No! They're on offense now! No! So while I could edit the files to make it so that the Big 12 and the Sun Belt had conference championship games, I'm a little bit worried about, things getting a little distorted. So until maybe somebody comes up with a better process for that, I think that we're going to just keep it in the game and not mess too much with it. Same situation with the college football playoff. You can kind of add it, but if it can get a little bit wonky. I know some people, they have success one season and then the next season their game gets kind of broken. So until people figure out a more stable way to do that, I think we'll stay away from it. But as it stands, if we win this game, we will win the Sun Belt, which would be pretty massive in our first season. 8-3 at the moment, hoping to go 9-3. We are at home with some recruits visiting. We're just going to go with the standard home uniforms. And Arkansas State not updated. We'll give them their standard aways for this one. 77 overall. They have this slight edge up at 79, the edge on offense, and we've got the 80 to 76 advantage on defense. So, you know, this is another one of those teams. They're 4-7. I think they're going to be better than their record shows. Now, these guys offensively have struggled, but they're still much better than us. And defensively, they're pretty good, but they have struggled to stop the runs. So we'll hope to get a decent running game going. Maybe seeing Grayson McCall, you know, keeping it on the read option, or hopefully Marable doesn't need that and he can just work his way up the field by himself. 3 sacks with the D-line, 2 tackles for loss with the D-line, pass for 250, rush for 250. Always going to be visits that we expect when prospects visit, but I think that we should also be looking for interceptions and pass deflections, because those are typically important as well. Big hot streaks for a bunch of our guys, including Javon Hiley, who has been doing pretty good, and Teddy Gallagher, who's a finalist for a couple of awards. Their top players kind of similar to us, that mid-80 spot, and no injuries for either side. So there again is a look at our conference standings. If both us and Georgia Southern win, then we will win. If we both lose, I think we still win. So we just need Georgia Southern to lose to make things easier for us. But we are back on the teal turf for a final time this season. Arkansas State's going to go tails. It does fail, so we're going to be able to choose. We elect to kick this one off and get this game underway. Biscardi with the kickoff is going to put this one deep enough that I don't think they'll bring it out for a return. So again, a touchback will bring Arkansas State's offense out onto the field for the first time this game. Starting in the man, we'll see what we can do. They will go to the air to screen. Oh, the blocking is fantastic. Matz is there for the stop, but they pick up 8 yards, and this is another one of those teams in the hurry up. If I was going to edit part of the Dynasty file, I would definitely make it so that fewer coaches had that aggression turned up, because it forces them to run the hurry up a seemingly unrealistic amount. It's just a little bit annoying when every single team tends to run it, but hey, sometimes it pays off. The offensive lineman with the false start's going to back him up 5. 1st and 15 now. We'll see them put this one towards the edge. Teddy Gallagher gets there. Oh, great stop. 2nd and 14. And while the cover 2 might have just worked, we're going to go back to the man. I expect them to go to the air. In fact, we're going to back some guys out. It is a little play action, and they pick up 11, so 3rd and 3, but not over yet. We are going to bring a blitz on 3rd down. Quarterback has a man open. Spillum's not able to get there, and they pick up the 1st down. Kind of expecting a run now on this 1st down. They're moving the ball very quickly down the field as they are across midfield. And oh, we were almost there with Teddy to get a hand on the ball. Instead, it's a quick completion. We will see as they continue this hurry up. Another false start. I'm sure that this is going to bite them in the back at some point during this game. Alrighty, 2nd and 9. They go to the air. I kind of got almost hit with a rub route there as Reed Tyler gets open. And here on 3rd and 2, we're going to bring the blitz again. They put it on the ground. Kelly is there. 4th and 5. We've held them, but they might be in range to go for this. The field goal formation comes out. We're going to send Diggs back to maybe return this. I don't expect a block. And we'll see. Does this kicker have enough leg? It looks to be far enough. And yeah, he just puts it over the uprights. And it is 3-0 for Arkansas State. Let's see. Now Diggs back to return the kickoff. This one will be just inside the end zone. You know that we're going to bring that one out. The blocking, not great to start. He does break a tackle, though, so he's going to get past the 25, and he's still on his feet, almost to the 30. I thought he was going to squeeze through there and take off, but, you know, made something out of nothing on that one. Statistically, the Red Wolves' defense is not very good at stopping the run, so we're going to come out with a carry on 1st down for CJ Marable and see if our offensive line can help us a bit there. And, you know, 5 yards, it was kind of a tough one, but CJ looking strong there. And here on 2nd and 5, we're going to hand it off again. The counter A lot of space to work with for Marable. Still on his feet. Wow. That was a good 13 yards for him. Almost near midfield. Let's see what we can pick up. He's on the wheel route, and CJ is open. I was just too slow getting the pass off. He was wide open. Instead, we take a big sack, and it's 2nd and long. Me doing stupid stuff like that is just the absolute momentum killer of this team. Cameron Brown gets 7 yards back for us, but it's 3rd and 12 now. I don't necessarily expect to get this, but we're going to go for it through the air. Sam Denmark holds on to that one, gets a few yards after the catch, and we pick up the first down. Another first down. We will go to the air again here, and outside the pocket, trying to be patient. Oh my gosh, the linebacker skying to get to that ball, and we throw the pick. Oh, I thought I had him. I should have known. It's NCAA 14. Of course, a linebacker is going to jump 30 feet in the air to pick me off. Dang it. Well, I've done it again. Another game where we should be able to do really well, especially as we are, you know, looking like we're about to win the conference, and we're trying to make it a close game, apparently. The good news for us here is that they continue to try to run, you know, out towards the edge, and it is not working well for them. 2nd and 8 now. This is a play action, and the quarterback gets rid of it as the pressure gets to him. We've got a big 3rd down here. 3rd and 8. And was that another false start? Oh, this offensive line is so undisciplined. So now it is beyond a 3rd and 10 for Arkansas State here. They're going to go deep, and they've got a man open. Wide open is Jonathan Adams Jr. for 32 yards. We cannot have that happen as they put this one on the ground. We're there with Teddy Gallagher for the stop, but it's not enough. You just can't get beat in that situation. Quarterback, a lot of room. I knew he was going to take off. I just didn't get to him soon enough. Lane Hatcher picks up 13 yards there. So our coverage was fine on the play. And we just didn't contain the quarterback. I should have seen it coming. Didn't. And, you know, hey, at least we're stopping the run. Loss of 3 there for Murray. Big 2nd down. They're going to go play action. And again, that tight end is there for a decent catch. Goes for 10, and it's 3rd and short. We're going to try to bring the pressure here. Actually, we'll go with a different play. And they will go to the air on 3rd and 3. And we held them short, 4th and 1 here. I assume they go for another field goal. I was wrong. As we're nearing the end of the first, they come out in a 4 tight end set. Oddly enough, expecting this one to be put on the ground. They go to the air, and the quarterback's going to scramble. He's got room. He's inside the 10, and Lane Hatcher takes it to the house on the scramble. 4th and 1 turns into 6. And we're going to be down 10-0 to Arkansas State now. Well, this is suboptimal. We need to figure stuff like that out. Can't allow this quarterback to take off like that, as Diggs is going to just do okay. He's out past the 30, past the 40, almost to the 45. Again, I thought he was going to squeeze through and take it to the house. But he's given us great field position, and this is what will most likely be the final play of the quarter. I'm just going to have Grayson scramble. Okay. Slide. Woo! That was risky. Good running for Grayson McCall on the final play of the quarter, but we need to put up some points because down 2 scores is never good. I'm going to try not to get into a habit where all I'm doing is passing. Great block picked up for Marable there, as he's going to pick up 8 on the ground, and he's slow getting up. CJ, hopefully he's not gone for too long. He was able to walk off the field on his own, but it's going to bring White in, and we're going to go play action. I don't want to give him the ball just yet. There's a wide open Javon Hiley, who holds on to it through the contact. You know, I was expecting him to come back a little bit, but that pass ended up working out just fine, and we go 18 yards. Going with the toss to White on this first down. The blocking is actually pretty solid. If White was quicker, that would be a touchdown, but he gets 9 out of it, and Reese has us, I think, inside the 10. So, you know, doing okay on his first carry. We'll give it to him again up the middle. And we've got the 1st and goal now inside the 5. The running game has been working pretty well so far, so we're going to keep it going. Little misdirection on that one. He's falling forward, getting close to the end zone. Somehow picked up 4. Just kept driving the legs, and we're right on the goal line. 2nd and goal. We're going to give it to Jones on the fullback dive. And finally, Chanticleers are on the board. Shamari gets us in. It's only a 3-point game here. Plenty of time left in the second, and we get the ball to start the second half. So I'm not too worried about it yet. As Arkansas State starts this drive, we've gotten the news that CJ Marable has a little hip bursitis and is going to be out for the rest of the game. But we'll get him back for the postseason. So definitely a big loss for the rest of this one. Hopefully Reese White's able to step up, and hopefully our defense is able to allow the offense to see the field a little bit more. Their passing game has been pretty solid so far. If we can slow that down, that would be nice. Back-to-back screens now, and the blocking is phenomenal as Green goes for 12 yards. Kind of expecting a run, maybe a counter on this first down, but I'm not going to sell out for it. There is the handoff. He goes up the middle, he gets the stiff arm cheese, and he's going to pick up 12 yards on that. This offense is cruising. Got to try to bring some pressure, dialing up the blitz on first down as they've crossed our 45, and it's a draw. It goes for nothing, a loss of 3. So the run goes for nothing. These guys come out in the 5-wide set, and we're going to see them go to the air. I almost got there in time with Gunter. Instead, we give up 11 yards. Man, I saw the pass coming. I just couldn't quite get to him in time. As they go right back to him, and again, just can't quite get there in time. Picks up another 10 yards. We're going to go into the man coverage here because that obviously is not working well for us. Although Gunter's getting beat, and they pick up another 9 now inside the 15. It's a little bit ridiculous how quickly they're moving the ball here as they go to the air, and that looks to be a touchdown for Arkansas State. Oh, our defense is non-existent right now. Our guy is just unable to stop anything. The passing attack is devastating. We're doing a good job stopping the run for the most part, but man, can't stop the pass, and well, they might get another chance to come back out real soon because Diggs has put us across the 45 in fantastic field position with 2:22 on the clock. Now we do need to worry a little bit about the time left in the half. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to run. Our running game has been very successful so far this game, so keep that going. We'll just go with a little hurry up of our own. Why not try it out? We go to the air here, and there's an open Javon Hiley who makes the catch and gets out of bounds. 2:04 to go now. I think it would be in our best interest to try to score here as time is nearly expiring so that we can maybe get rid of this deficit, as Reese White's picking up 4 yards on that carry. And I'm going to be looking for Hiley again on this one. It looks like he's going to be wide open. Javon, well, so much for taking time off the clock. 22 yards, we find Hiley in the end zone, and it's back to a 3-point game. Well, we're really hoping that the defense can do something. I've placed this ball where I think they're going to return it, so hopefully the special teams can get them inside the 25, or just about at it, I guess. Burned a couple seconds off the clock. The real question here is, are we going to be able to do anything to stop them from moving the ball? I wouldn't be surprised if they put this first down on the ground, but no, they go to the air, and the quarterback immediately scrambles. How is he just so open to run right now? Well, we're not getting a whole lot of pressure to begin with anyways, so I think I might start putting our defensive end, Brewer, into the QB spy just to make sure that that stuff doesn't happen to us. And here he goes. Look at that. Scrambling again, but he fumbles the ball. It goes just to the sideline. They pick it up and recover. Oh, that would have been so massive if we could have got it. Instead, they stop the clock while picking up some yards, and there's a man wide open. Paul breaking or rolling over the tackles into the red zone. So we are just struggling all over the place right now. And with a minute to go, they are going to scramble again. We're looking for the strip on this every single time that this guy's running, now that we know he can drop the ball. The real question is, can we actually get a turnover? Under a minute to go. They have one timeout left. So they've been taking him on those runs. And quarterback, I expect him to take off here. No, he throws it. Looking for 3 points there. The refs aren't going to give it to him. It's 3rd and 6. So it seems that maybe just putting Brewer into the spy is keeping him a little bit more at bay. So they go over the middle and just barely pick up the 1st and goal. They're going to be in the hurry up here. I think we have a great chance to stop this. Apparently, I'm using a defensive lineman. I'm fine with that. They go over the middle. Clock's going to be moving. We're going to start taking timeouts. No matter what, I know that they're going to score points. So we're going to do whatever we can to give ourselves time to try and match that as this one goes on the ground. And we've got him in the 3rd and goal now, 32 seconds. They're coming back in this massive 4 tight end set, but we're going to call it a run. They go out to the edge. One stop is there, and then I accidentally hit the hit stick and just missed. So they score the touchdown when we should have stopped him and held him to a field goal. 28 seconds in a timeout now. Oh, that's disappointing. 10 points, 30 seconds in a timeout to go. We might need the special teams to do well for us, but Diggs just muffed the return, and we have terrible field position. What on earth just happened? We're starting this one at the 6-yard line. I'm still going to go for this because we need the points. So we just got to avoid picking up a safety. Looking for Sam Denmark deep. Ball's batted around and hits the ground. All we need is one big one. Look at nothing crazy shown from the safety. They're bringing pressure. Oh, no. Oh, no. Crap. It came too quick. They get the safety. Oh, if they score more points before the half here, that is bad news. Well, let's punt this one away. It's going to be fielded. Gosh, they're going to be like at midfield with 12 seconds or 10 seconds in a timeout. This is disastrous. Can I just have one easy game, please? I'm not even sure if we played an FCS team if it would go well for us. Over the middle. Oh, Gallagher drops our chance at just a leaping interception. And now with 8 seconds to go before halftime, they're going to continue to throw. For the middle, they've got a guy, and it's a 1st down. 4 seconds left. They take the timeout. They're going field goal formation. It is incredibly long. This is our chance to score some points back. I think that this will be returnable from Diggs. Can we kick 6 to end the half? Diggs fields it at the back of the end zone. Just needs to get the right block. It's looking okay so far. The quickest guy on the team doesn't get blocked, though, so we have to try to cut it inside. It doesn't work. We're going to go into the locker rooms down a disgusting 12 points. Oh, defense has to find a stop somewhere. If the defense can't get a stop, we will not win this game. All right. Diggs, can you do anything for us here to start the second half? And just getting to the 30 would be nice. The blocking's pretty solid, though. It stays solid. Oh, no. Don't tell me it doesn't. Diggs to the 30, the 20, the 10. And just like that, well, we got, 7 of those 12 points that we needed back. Diggs sets a new NCAA record for longest kick return. He goes 103 yards to the house. 26-21. All right, up to the defense now. All righty, we're bringing pressure. 1st down. Need to see this defense get some work in. They're going to go to the air. Little play action. Quarterback throws it away. And I'm fine with that. See what we can do. Didn't mean to use a Brewer, but we get some pressure on quarterback. He's scrambling, and we bring him down. Still picks up 4 yards, but we get the 3rd down. I did not mean to use Brewer there. I was just trying to hot route him, but it kind of worked out. And on 3rd down, we'll see him go to the air again. And, oh my gosh, they're just destroying our zone. He walked out of bounds. Thank goodness, because that was a touchdown. Feels like nothing that we can do is going to work for us here. There we are now across midfield once again. And they are going to throw it deep. Bush gets burned. Adams Jr. takes it inside the 10. That is so disappointing. We're getting burned all over the place. We have maybe the nation's worst pass coverage. They're going to put this one on the ground, break a tackle, and just step into the end zone. Oh, no. Yeah, it's going to be time for the onside kicks real early here in the third quarter. We can't seem to win by any conventional means. So if we have to get a little bit crazy with it, then so be it. Oh, dang it. Tried to get to the edge. That did not work. We'll go read option to open up this drive. Reese, decent hole for him. He's going to pick up almost 10. If our defense could just, get a stop, if our offense didn't give them a turnover and then a safety, we could have just ran them into the ground here. Running game is working spectacularly. We're actually going to just continue to run the ball because another turnover would be devastating, and I think that we're more likely to throw a pick than oh my gosh, than fumble the ball. How is it that the second that I say that, we fumble? Luckily, the offensive lineman picked it up. What are the odds of that? The booth's gonna review it, so maybe it wasn't a fumble, but like, could I jinx it any worse? That's actually crazy. I can't tell. I think they're gonna rule him down. I'm gonna reverse this.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Yeah, so we don't actually fumble, but still, the jinx is real. 2nd and 6. Now we're going to go with the counter. Keep feeding Reese because he's doing a great job, and it's another first down picked up for him. After the success we've had on the ground, I think this is as good a time as ever. Let's go with a little play action. And no, nothing coming. I got to just get rid of it. Actually, it's funny I say that because literally we had a man wide open that we threw over. I was looking downfield, didn't see the open man. We'll go with the mid screen. This could actually work really well. They're bringing a lot of pressure. They just recovered too quickly. Denmark catches it, but can't get anything out of it. So this turns into a very big 3rd and 10 after what's been a great drive, and we're sacked. Oh, just didn't have time to let the route develop, and it's 4th and a mile. Well, we're going to go for this and hope that we can kind of coffin corner them. See if this bounces well. This needs to go out of bounds. Oh, it hits the pylon. Is that a touchback or is it out at the 1? It is down inside the 1 at the half-yard line. Can we get a safety back on him? Up the middle. We're hitting him. He got a yard out of it. We got our goal line package in here. We're going to keep hitting that gap saw and just hope for the best. Something's got to give here. I'm calling this one a run to the right. They step back to pass. It's going to be a 1-play or a 2-play touchdown drive unless we can catch him. Bush needs to make sure that this is a tackle. They pick up 50 yards on that one. Oh my gosh, I will never, ever, ever get a safety in this game. It's just not meant to be. They continue with this. Hurry up. 50 yards given up there. Immediately out of danger for that. Quarterback scrambling. Brewer gets to him and gets the sack at least. We need to stop so badly. We've gone ahead and made a little change here. We're going to go into the 3-3-5 and see if maybe that helps alleviate any woes. Quarterback scrambling again here. And picking up so many freaking yards. He's unstoppable, apparently. We put a guy in the spy. It doesn't seem to help, so I don't know. We really got to just always be spying and hope that even when he runs, we can catch up to him because he's a quick guy. They're going with the slip screen, so we're there with Kelly to bring it down, but they're in field goal range, which is not good. Just desperately hoping for the best now. 2nd and 14, they go to the air. Quarterback, plenty of time, scrambling again. There's another sack. The loss of 3rd and 17. I really hope we don't give this up. We've shown that the 3-man rush is capable. We just need to be better about, not allowing the scramble, because if this quarterback couldn't scramble, this game would be a whole lot different, as Gallagher brings down the slip screen attempt, and it's 4th and 19, so we hold them to a field goal. This is another long one, so again, we're looking for a kick 6. I'm not sure if they're going to have the leg for a 56-yarder. This is about where they were short before. I don't know what the wind changed, and that one was short, so we're going to get good field position, thankfully. And we need a touchdown quick. 1st and 10, we'll go read option. McCall keeping it. Has a couple blocks. Takes more of a hit than I want, and it's hurry up time. We're going to look deep on this one. 2nd and 4. Only trying to throw it here if it looks easy. Otherwise, we go with that short little dump off to Reese. Get the first down. And we will try to keep moving the ball as best we can. on the option. The ball will slide down. And we'll come back out and throw again real quick. Over the middle, trying to force it. Oh, so lucky that one wasn't picked off. I thought Javon was going to get a step on him, but I was very wrong. 3rd and 2, 15 seconds before the 4th quarter. We're going to go with the toss play that worked very well for us earlier. And yeah, that's a big loss. Tried to salvage what we could, but that's going to be the end of the quarter. Down still 12. I mean, I just don't see how it's going to happen. We have to go for this. And I'm looking kind of at a Grayson McCall scramble because I know that it should be open. And let's just slide down before we fumble the ball. Trying to keep the running game as much of a threat as possible, so we will continue to run even though the clock is starting to run out. Reese White just got clotheslined there. We need to do a lot better on this. I just don't see anybody really open enough for me to risk the throw, so if we have to scramble, we have to scramble. 5.5 minutes left in the game now. See if we can find somebody through the air. Tough throw to Isaiah Likely, just missed by a wide margin. Only benefit of a play like that is that it stops the clock. We'll go to the air again. This time we find Likely for a 1st and goal inside the 5. And on 1st down, we're going to go with the counter. See if the running game can work. We've got some blockers out in front, but the blocks just don't get picked up. I needed to slow Reese White up a little bit. Instead, it's 2nd and goal, clock moving. And we'll see. I mean, oh, they're bringing a lot of pressure. Nobody's really open. Oh my gosh, what... I don't want to explain what was going through my mind there. 1 of 3 on the day. So this is only our 4th 3rd down conversion. We're going with the read option, and we're going to hand it off to White up the middle. Yeah, that didn't work. 4th and goal from the 5. We're going to be looking to roll out to the right and hopefully find somebody else. There's no blocking. White gets it, but he's down at the 2. I think I had other guys open. I had to throw the safest one, though. I had to make sure that we had the completion. We can't get through the contact. Oh, it's a turnover on downs. And once again, we have them here. 2-yard line. I just don't expect that we're going to get a stop. It never seems to work that way. Even when we're great at doing it, the rest of the field, look at their blocking is just so impeccable on these plays. And again, they're going to go from the 2-yard line. He actually fumbled that one out of bounds, but they're going to go 30 yards. They're going to take a look at this just to see if they call it a fumble, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter too much. Also, his knee was definitely down, but yeah, doesn't change anything for us. So the 2nd reversed call of the game. And we can't get into the end zone, so I don't see how we're going to win this game. If the defense doesn't get a stop, it's going to be over real quick. This is a draw. We get to him, and he still picks up 8 yards. Need to get this pressure. 2nd and 2. I got to imagine they're just going to be running the ball quite a bit on this. So this is another handoff out towards the edge. Dude, their wide receiver blocking is just so good. And they get 7 more yards. Well, I mean, I don't think that we're winning the conference championship. I just don't see Georgia Southern losing, as they will go to the air. We were going to bring some pressure. They've got a wide open man, though, and just like that, 7 more. They cross midfield again. Our defense has been atrocious so far this game. They're going to go with the screen, and yeah, they're able to just fall forward and pick up another 1st down. We just can't get a stop. We've tried a lot of different looks, but none of them seeming to work. And they're in clock burning mode now with 3 minutes to go. Here's another handoff out towards the edge. Another 9 yards, 3rd and inches. We're going to bring the house on this one. If they run it, we're screwed. Or if they pick up the 1st down, we're screwed. So I'm curious. No, they snapped it early. And we get there. 4th and 4. I'm taking the 1st time out. They should have burned as much clock as possible. Field goal formation comes out again. I think that they could hit this, which would make it a 15-point game. Really don't want to have to get a 2-point conversion when we've struggled to move the ball, but he bounced it off the crossbar. It's no good. Oh my goodness, we've caught a break. Still a little bit of time to survive in this one. The biggest problem here is that my passing has been atrocious in this game. And we're now pretty much required to pass the ball. There's Isaiah Likely holding on to it, although it was behind him. We're at midfield. Just Gotta keep this hurry-up pressure going. Gotta keep finding guys, maybe forcing some passes here and there. There's Latushko getting out of bounds. And all I want to do is just find, like, Javon Hiley super deep for a quick touchdown, because we have not had one of those in a long time. Although, there it is. Javon Hiley with a step on his man, holds onto it, and gets into the end zone. It's a one-score game with 1:40 and 2 timeouts. Can we get the stop? If this onside kick is recovered, we could win. Otherwise, we need our 2 timeouts and a great stop from the defense. It did bounce around. I think it touched one of them first, but another one picked it up, so game could come down to this. We expect them to put this on the ground. The question is, where's it going? Jackson pulls him down in the backfield. 2nd 11, 1:35. We've got a great chance of getting this. They're actually snapping it really early, and I'm not used to it. Broken tackle, but we get the stop there. 3rd and 7. And I am absolutely expecting them to go to the air on this one. On 3rd and 7, game on the line. They're like outside of field goal range. It's a draw. One broken tackle, we get the stop. We're going to have a chance. Question is, can they get this field goal? We're going to go for the punt formation again. Hopefully he's short. I don't think that Diggs can field this, so we might have really good field position. A touchdown would win this. And is that a false start? Oh, it is devastating. It stops the clock, and it's going to back them up 5 yards. And now they're going out to punt. I was thinking I had a big decision whether I tried to field the field goal or not, but with them punting, that makes things pretty difficult. I want to return this with Diggs. I know it's dangerous. Oh, it did not work. I gotta let him try it. We have 1:01, no timeouts to go the length of the field now. I just figured, why not give it to the most electric player in all of college football and hope for the best, as we have that one bounce off Latushko. That's a shame. Waste of a down there. We might be looking for a big scramble on this one. I gotta get rid of it. Nobody open enough to make that throw. 3rd and 10 at 52 seconds. The coverage was far too good on that play, as now maybe can we get to Denmark? Denmark holds on to it, gets out of bounds. So 4th and 5. Once again, game on the line, 46 seconds. Very, very worried, especially if they bring pressure. Got to make sure that this is a safe pass. Denmark. Oh, I'm an idiot. I threw that behind him, and it was a little bit too close. You know, if that gets thrown in front of him, there's a chance, but I think I had a better option with, I think it was Latushko coming across behind him. Oh, that's devastating. I'm so hurt. This should have been a win. It should not have been this difficult. But Arkansas State, final game of the regular season, in front of a bunch of prospects, at home, in front of all the fans, is going to come out and take the knee against us. The victory formation for the win. Back-to-back losses to end the season, and likely not winning the conference championship now. Oh my gosh. It's all on me. I can't blame the team because I just made poor decisions and some bad plays. What a sad way to end the season. I really thought that we were going to do better. Especially the way we were running. But I just couldn't get it done on the final drive, and it hurts. It hurts a lot. At the end, 33-28. You know, the safety really hurts. The interception hurt. Why they got to show the safety right as I'm talking about it? You know, at the end of the day, I think that them kicking that punt instead of a field goal attempt also hurt. If they had gone for the field goal and missed, we get great field position. If they hit it, we get a kick return, and we know how dangerous we are in kick returns. We see a highlighted Diggs taking one to the house. So that penalty might have saved their lives, and just inability to move the ball in the first couple plays hurt ours a lot. Oh my gosh. Bottom left score. Not only did Georgia Southern win, they destroyed Texas State, held them scoreless until the 4th quarter. Oh, I really wish that we had a conference championship game, but it looks like Georgia Southern is going to take the Sun Belt, and we're going to be sadly in 2nd, maybe even 3rd. We do level up our head coach, and in fact, we will give those points right here? I'm curious. I think maybe we give this extra point in. We get a few extra points on our visits. We'll see, I guess. A little experimenting. But just how devastating is that to close the regular season? We lose in such a bad fashion. We finished the regular season 8-4, advance here to conference championship week, but it's not looking too hot for us. Still in a ton of recruiting battles. We pick up Stevie Holmes, the center, and Adam Johnson, the defensive tackle. Not sure how big of a deal these guys will end up being. I think that Stevie could be pretty solid for us in a couple years' time. But man, we really just need to recruit a bunch of new players on, honestly, I gotta say, our defense. I think that has to be our focus next season, because they just can't seem to get consistent stops, which is so devastating. We're gonna leave the results of the regular season, or the final results of the regular season, a surprise until the next episode. So we're gonna call this one here. Next time out, though, we'll see who's playing in each conference championship game, see where what the top 25 is looking like, and I guess figure out what bowl game we're going to, as we will probably, we'll probably play the bowl game next season as well. I think we'll just end the year. All that being said, though, thanks for sticking through that one. 8-4, not a terrible end to our first season. It's just a disappointing way to finish it when we had so much promise. I mean, we freaking beat UCLA like week 2 and we looked real good at doing it. But just defense didn't quite have it in them. And so we will end in second place in the conference, which isn't terrible, but I have high expectations. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like. And if you have, any ideas of maybe who we should play out of conference next season in the ACC, the Big 12, or the SEC, or if you just want to, voice your displeasure for me getting sacked in the end zone and taking a safety, or that final drive, feel free to let me know in the comments. I can take the heat this time. Normally, I would blame, the team for not doing well, but I gotta think that one rests on my shoulders. But otherwise, if you enjoy the content, please feel free to subscribe to know when new episodes of this come out. I am thinking of maybe some new stuff outside of NCAA 14 to work on. If you guys have any specific sports games that aren't Madden, that you maybe want to see me do some sort of dynasty or franchise in, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, hit us with the subscribe, or head on over to twitch.tv/Goonmaster and follow us there to know when we go live over on that platform. I also haven't done a great job advertising it, but we also have a Discord, and you can follow me on Twitter. Those links will be down below. But regardless, thanks again for watching. My name is Goonmaster. You guys are the Teal Boys, and wherever you are, have a good night or have a good morning. We'll see you later. Adios.